While meditating, a high monk suddenly noticed that a massive raging wave had actually submerged the world's highest mountain range, the Himalayas. In that instant, he realized that the end of the world was imminent. Yet, not only did he remain completely calm, he even serenely rang the death knell. This, in fact, is the terrifying Mayan prophecy that has struck fear into all of humanity. In fact, all of this had already begun to show signs as early as 2009. At that time, a scientist in India discovered that the largest solar storm in human history had occurred. It triggered the greatest neutrino reaction ever recorded, causing the Earth's core temperature to keep rising. An endless surge of heat was bubbling up from underground, and sooner or later, it would steam all of humanity alive. After receiving this news, American scientist Adrian rushed back to Washington, hoping to meet with White House Chief of Staff Anxious. However, he was stopped by security because he wasn't wearing formal attire. Anxious was inside hosting a charity dinner, persuading wealthy people to donate. Even begging for money requires a suit and tie. Maybe that's something only Americans would do. Adrian finally managed to borrow a suit and sneak in. He found Anxious and tried to report the news that the Earth was about to be destroyed, but Anxious insisted he go through the formalities first. Adrian couldn't help but laugh in exasperation. He'd flown for 20 hours to get here, and it certainly wasn't to listen to these empty platitudes. Under his persistent insistence, Anxious reluctantly took the documents. But after just one glance, his expression changed, and he immediately took Adrian to see the president. The United States spent a year discussing the matter before finally deciding to make it public at the G8 summit. At first, the British president tried to put on airs, insisting that interpreters be present to listen in. The American president refused, saying, "We're both speaking English. Why pretend to be so mysterious?" Once everyone else had left, the American president didn't beat around the bush and bluntly stated that the world was about to be destroyed. Thanks to the efforts of American scientists, everyone was able to learn about this in advance. As for the Indian scientist, who was the first to discover this, he didn't hold anything back. After hearing what the American president said, the 8 top leaders present discussed the matter and decided to secretly build a Noah's Ark to preserve the spark of humanity. They chose the Kunming Valley region in Tibet, China, as the location because it boasts the world-renowned Qinghai Tibet Plateau with an average altitude of over 4,000 meters. After settling on the location, they